Hey guys, Tracy here, Summer Pick Farms. What is up today? I'm gonna stay here in the shade. It's a hot day. As you can see, even the girls don't want to come outside. They've been inside all day. I kind of just forced them to come outside, wanting to get a little airflow. It's hot outside. I think it's like 95 today. We've got about a 5-mile-an-hour wind right now. We got a storm front coming through, as you can see. So I want to get them outside, get a little bit of airflow, so they're not being lazy chickens inside the coop. But anyway, just kind of want to do a short walk around. I know it's been a minute since I've done a video here. We've been just busy here on the farm. Markets are in full bore. Production is hitting hard right now. So I just kind of want to do a small little video and kind of show you what we've been up to. Okay, as you can see, we are in the shade cloth tunnel here. I have had a couple questions about this shade cloth, if it was going to hold up. How it's doing outside. Shade cloth is meant to be outside, so it is doing great. Even though there is no plastic on this tunnel, it's just shade cloth. These tomatoes are still looking really good. You do know that I despise the Florida weave, but I did do it out here because I did not want to spend that extra amount of money we spent in the big tunnel up top to do that aircraft cable and all that trellising out here for some determinate tomatoes that are only going to get this tall anyway. I've already owned the T-post now for 4 years. So just keep using them, a little bit of twine. I'm not a fan of it, but you know what? It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I like it better outside than I do inside the tunnel. So you can see some of the production on these BHN 589s. This is why, here's my hand. This is why I love BHN 589s, these hybrids from Johnny's Seeds, because they are a producer. Now in this row here, as you can see, these are Jolene's, also from Johnny's, and I do have Jolene's in the tunnel. The Jolene's in the tunnel look way better than the Jolene's out in the field. The BHN 589s that I had my first year in the tunnel compared to this year are about the same. So really, no difference really. You see, we just got, I mean, there's just clusters and clusters of fruit on here. You can see the Jolene's. And yeah, you know what? These are determinate style tomatoes, so we do not trim any suckers or anything like that. That's what the Florida weave is supposed to do, is just kind of keep everything contained. But we do have some growth here. You guys can see that. These are looking very good. So just been hitting them with the Agri-Thrive in the water twice a week. Just pumping them up with some of that great fish emulsion. So far, no caterpillar worms, knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood right here. No caterpillar worms, but if there are, I have dinosaurs to eat them this year. Yeah, see, those look really good. We don't have anything blushing yet, but we do have tomatoes in the all-metal high tunnel blushing. This row here, of course, you can see is the indeterminate tomatoes. That's why they are harshly pruned up to the first and second sets of fruit. That's how I like to do my indeterminates, because we are growing fruit here. You cannot eat leaves, so all the leaves down below get to go bye-bye. So you can see all the way down through here that these are large red cherry here. They're doing pretty decent, not too shabby for being outside here. You know, you can see we are in full sun right now. You can see the sun right there, but the shade cloth is knocking down a lot of the rays. It's 30% shade here from Bootstrap Farmer. Once again, if there's anything that I use here on the farm that you see, probably 100% of it I have purchased through Bootstrap Farmer. There is a link down below in the comment or in the description of the video that has a link for us. We are an affiliate farmer with Bootstrap Farmer, so we do get a little commission. Just being honest with you, it's not much, but we do get a little bit for every bit that you guys sell, or every bit that we sell that you guys purchase. So if you are interested in anything from high tunnels to shade cloth to, ooh, look at that. Ooh, lemon boys. Look at those lemon boys. Those things are looking good. But anyway, if there's anything from Bootstrap Farmer that you guys are looking at purchasing, check out that link below. It helps us out a little bit, and it doesn't cost you guys anymore. So, Cherokee Purple. We've got a couple of these plants. Look at the vigor on these. Not very big tomatoes yet, but that's okay. They're going to take a little bit to get there. But we do have some good vigor on them. These Cherokee Purples are looking really, really good. This Mr. Stripey here has no fruit on it. We got a bunch of sets, but no fruit so far. So just come through here, give a little shimmy shake, see what happens. Some more Jolene's. They're looking really good. We've got what's left over of the bell peppers and habaneros down through this row here. This is just my extra row I had. I didn't want to throw these sets away after we planted it out in the other field, so let's go ahead and stick them out. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Green beans are looking really good. We've harvested about 3 pounds off these things already in the last 2 weeks. As you can see, we're still getting beans here. So they're not putting as much out as they do in the early spring or the fall, and I could understand that because of the heat of the summer. I've never grown beans in the summertime, so this is the first time for me. Usually I grow them going into fall and coming out of winter, but they seem to be doing pretty good. We've got our large cantaloupe stuck right there in that first row. Other than that, the birds are cracking me up. I thought they were only supposed to crow in the morning. He crows all day and all night long, it seems like. Come on, fried chicken, check this out. I'm gonna make you a movie star. Show the girls what they want to see. It's your time to strut, buddy. Apparently he's a little camera shy, so can't blame him though. So the chickens are doing very well. We have not got any eggs from them yet, but they are pretty big. We have harvested out all the carrots, as you can see, and all the wildfire mix is gone. Got a little bit of Salanova underneath that shade cloth right there. We're gonna harvest that next week. That'll be the first harvest. But let's check out the outside here first before we walk into the high tunnel. I'm pretty proud of the outside here and pretty proud of the high tunnel. I put a lot of hard work into this market farm, so I like to see the fruits of my labor. Zucchini and squash bed. They are looking very, very well. We have been pulling tons of fruit, as you can see out of here. And before anyone asks, I've killed probably half a dozen squash bugs. I'm gonna knock on wood on that. I like to push my squash and zucchini later in the year. Most people will try to get their plantings done in late April around here in Kansas, and then they'll be able to middle of May, towards the end of May, they're producing squash and zucchini. I wait until the middle of May to plant my squash and zucchini, and I get my squash and zucchini towards the end of June like we are right now. We've had squash and zucchini for going on 2 weeks now. First week had a couple handfuls. Second week, we also had another couple handfuls. And here we are in the third week, and I think we've got 2 big coolers full, and by weighing them, we're averaging about 1.5 to 3 pounds a piece. I do like my zucchini and squash a little bit bigger than what they sell at the grocery store. The grocery store tends to sell those little small ones for $1.50 a pound. We sell the ones just a little bit bigger. As you can see, let's look down in here. As you can see, here's my hand. That's what we like to sell around here. They're about a pound and a half. We sell them for $1.50 a pound. So we sell them for the exact same price that the grocery store does. The only difference in it is it's just a tad bit bigger, because we do get a lot of people here that like to do zucchini and squash bread, items like that. But going on with the squash bugs, if you break the cycle, if you guys go back in some of my videos that I do have, I did speak with a professor from K-State last year about my thrip issue that I had on lettuce that I caused myself. We were talking about squash bugs, and he told me I needed to break the cycle of a squash bug. You're still going to get some squash bugs. There's no way around that. They're still going to find you. But if you can break that egg-laying cycle, then you get less squash bugs. I think I've got 60-some zucchini and squash plants here, and I've killed 5 or 6 squash bugs, and that was a week and a half ago, and I have not seen a squash bug since, and I do not spray anything on this. I have not sprayed anything on any of this stuff. As you can see, I don't see any. Got some unpollinated fruit here. But other than that, there's nothing. Pull all that out of there. Other than that, there's no squash bugs in this field. Everything's looking great. So I'm pretty happy with the advice that I got from him. I would advise you guys to reach out to your extension office in your state. Just ask them questions. They'll be more than happy to come out and talk to you, or talk to you on the phone, or FaceTime you and answer any of your questions. That's what they do for a living. They answer questions from farmers everywhere, from backyard gardeners to market farmers to big ag farmers. So, but man, I just love, you can see the striped zucchini here. Look at this one here. This is what we'll be picking tonight here This is a good one right here. This is the kind of ones my customers like to have at our market. So we do have some jalapenos and we do have some bell peppers. We don't have any bell peppers with any size yet. They're about the size of the palm of your hand. The bell peppers that I did pick from Johnny's, I don't remember the variety, but they are supposed to be the largest bell pepper you can buy. They're supposed to be 4 to 5 inches widthwise and 5 to 6 inches lengthwise. I can't remember what variety that is, but I'd have to look it up. But I wanted a bigger bell pepper to make a bigger impact on our table. But the jalapenos are looking amazing. I have not picked any jalapenos yet, but you can see the size on these jalapenos here. And so if they do withen out just a little bit, I think we're going to have a ton of good jalapenos here. And then we do have some pickling cucumbers because we do like to make homemade pickles. I'm looking at all the squash right now, knowing there's probably about a dozen squash and about half a dozen or so zucchini. We need to pick. That's what we've been picking every day. We've been picking a tote. So we pick anywhere from 6 to 8 zucchini and about 10 squash every night. And we've been doing that for 5 days in a row right now. What I am super proud of is what's going on inside this high tunnel right now. I have been doing the lower and lean method. Today was my first day of lowering everything because we picked 2 or 3 fruits off already, so I wanted to get these to reach the top here. Once they reach the top, we are going to lower and lean them every week. So you can see that lower and lean method right now. And what we are doing is we are moving the fruit over. Grab this one here. We are moving the stalks over to their next spot. And what that's going to do is that is going to produce more fruit. You can see kind of the racetrack, what they call the racetrack design here, where you've got some going this direction and some going this direction. What I like to do is I like to split my rows in half here. And so what I'll do is I'll count the plants out. I know that I have 25 plants in each one of these rows because they are 2 feet apart. So that puts me at about 12 and a half, so 12 plants. So when I get to my 12th plant, I split that. So everything from the front of this tunnel, I'm going to have going that direction. Everything from that direction, I'm going to have go that direction. So one's going to be on the back side, and then one's going to be on the front side. So they'll just crisscross applesauce all the way down there. Let's see. Oh, man, these Biet Alpha snacking cucumbers. Man, we have been selling the fire out of these things at the market. Anyway, that's what this row. This is Nokia. The big 12 to 14 inch Japanese cucumber, the little skinny ones with hardly any seeds. We sell the fire out of those too. But these Biet Alpha has been producing for 3 weeks now. So we're doing great. Everything's looking amazing. So you just kind of got to get this lower and lean method going. And what this is for, you can do it as a backyard gardener also, but it works great as a market garden because these are indeterminate plants. They want to grow. They want to reach sun. They want to go straight. So what we're doing is we're actually lowering them down and laying them, as you can see, on the ground with the stalks, and then they come up to the next spot. So every week we keep moving them. My buddy Nick with Bootstrap Farmer has got a great video on their website about how to hard prune, lower and lean tomatoes. He says he likes to get 40 to 50 feet on one tomato plant. Now that's an indeterminate tomato plant. I'm looking for 15 to 25. That's my goal this year. He said there should be no reason why you shouldn't be able to get 25 to 50 feet off of each one of your tomato plants. And I can understand with this lower and lean because you are pruning down, like I said, to the first hard set of fruit here. And then you are harvesting this, and then you're going to the next set, the next set, the next set, the next set, the next set. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 sets of fruit on this plant that's barely 8 feet tall right now. So every foot, this is Sakura. So every foot we are getting a set of tomatoes, as you can see. So, at $4 a pound for our tomatoes, this is what you're wanting to get these plants to grow big and long and vigorous because you are making money off this. This is not just growing tomatoes for Instagram. This is actually funding projects for the farm. This is paying for things like a high tunnel, paying for things like trellising costs, paying for fertilizer, paying for your water bill, paying for your salary. You have to get through that in your head when you make the transition from backyard gardener to market gardener for profit. you have to look at the varieties that you can sell in your area. Plus, you have to look at how much you are getting off of your plants. There's no reason to get 5, 6, 7, 10 pounds off of each plant. Why can't you get 40 or 50 off of each plant? That is my goal, is 50 pounds per plant. That is my goal. So I think we're going to hit that goal because there is a ton. Not to brag, guys. I'm not bragging, trust me. There's a ton of tomatoes. You guys can see that on here. Look at these. These are my 4th of Julys. These are my buddies. My buddy Carl from Paris Natural Farms. You guys saw a video last summer of me visiting him. This come highly recommended. This is what he sells at his market down there in Paris. And he said he grows the fire out of them. And there's a set. They are from Burpee, and I think they are a 2.5 to 5 ounce tomato, depending on how big they get. But I have seen nothing but great vigor out of these. I mean, look at these. I mean, these are a phenomenal eating tomato. And like I said, there is no synthetic fertilizers put on in here. This is all AgriThrive. So, I mean, you can see, look all the way down there. I mean, there's the black cherries. I mean, look at them just hanging, just clusters of cherries. So, I mean, if that's not going to make you a believer that this AgriThrive works, I don't know what's going to, because like I said, I only promote. I don't get anything from AgriThrive. This is just me talking about something, showing you hands-on what I use. So maybe you guys could use that product. I've been hand feeding these guys in here. Yes, I do run it through my drip once a week, but then a couple days later when I water this again, I go ahead and do it in 5-gallon buckets, and then I just hand water them with a quart of the mixture. And I am doing that at a rate of 14 ounces per 5-gallon bucket. So I think you want to do, I think they said do like 4 ounces per gallon, 5-gallon bucket, 20 ounces. I've been doing 14 or 15, 1 cup basically is all I'm putting in there. And then I am just spoon feeding a cup per plant. So, I mean, this stuff looks amazing. These are Geronimos. These are from Johnny's. These are supposed to be their good big slicers. As you can see, the first sets are coming on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there's 7 sets of clusters of fruit, and they're supposed to be, oop, got you hooked up on some wire. Supposed to be, they say they're supposed to be 12 to 16 ounces per tomato. Some of these aren't that big, I can see, but some of them are pretty big. I mean, look at this one right here. I mean, that's a good slicer tomato. That is going to beat anything you get at the store. I mean, look at that cluster right there. I mean, there's 3 of them, you know. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with how everything has been looking in this tunnel. Like I said, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bad YouTuber. I don't make videos every week like some of your guys' channels that you watch. I try to. There's a lot going on for one dude to do here. I also have another side business where I also do restorations and on cars and tractors, and I also do paint jobs for custom cars and motorcycles. And so that is like something I've done for 20 some years now. And so I do have 2 businesses. I have the market garden, and then I also have the side business doing that. And right now I've got 4 cars in the shop right now that I've been working on. So that does take all of my other spare time that I don't have in here right now, because the only reason why I can do both is because this is already set. All this is pretty much just like a set it and forget it kind of deal. Not really, but it is. So I do have other things that I do. So I do apologize for not getting to you guys every week and putting out a video. But yeah, so everything is looking great in here. That kind of gives you a little glimpse of what's going on in my world, guys. I would appreciate it if you guys leave comments below. If you guys have any questions about anything, I'll do my best to answer them. If not, I could probably put you in touch with somebody that can answer those questions. But anyway, guys, thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the new subscribers that we do get. And if you do know anybody that's kind of digs into gardening or anything like that, send them my way. Let them check out our channel and see what's going down here. Thank you, guys. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. See ya. Bye.